I just turned down a full-time job on Ford. They offered me the position after I finished my internship. Stable job, stable income, a big company, a clear career path. Everything that you would want at the age of 20. But I said no, and this is why. I've spent the last few months as an intern at Ford's engine plant in Valencia in the R&D department, and honestly, it was a great experience. I learned things that I couldn't have learned anywhere else. How big companies operate, how decisions that impact thousands of people are made, and what the gap between what a company says it does and what that actually looks like day to day, what that means. There's something that not a lot of people tell you about working at companies like that. And that's that you're invisible. You're invisible. Not in a mean, cruel way, just in a silent, day-to-day way. It's just that you realize that either you want to give everything you've got every single day and go full work mode, or actually just do enough to keep the day running. There's actually no difference, because the machine is just gonna keep turning. It's just gonna keep working. And I don't say that as criticism towards Ford. It's just the way scale works, right? When you run a company that size, those are things that happen. So when the offer came, I had a real decision to make. I could either choose a clear career path, a stable job, something that was stable and wasn't gonna go anywhere, right? And especially at 20, without having any income, any source of income, not any savings, and a product that doesn't even have a single user yet. It was a very attractive offer, and I sat for it for days. I talked to the people that I trust and I love to get their feedback. But every single time that I imagined myself saying yes, there was something that felt wrong. Not red flag, but that I just felt that that wasn't the right decision to make. The safe choice isn't always the right choice. And I think deep down in my heart, I've known for a while which decision that I want to make. June 12th, I graduated after 2 years of being a software developer. And for the first time in my life, there's nothing that I can look forward to. Every single year throughout my entire existence, I have something to look forward, right? There's always something that's gonna come next year, next school year. I'm gonna start this new degree, whatever. But this is the first time that I actually don't look forward towards anything. And that sounds like freedom. But as I've said before, for someone that's 20 years old and that has no income and a half-built product, to me that's just another word for pressure. So here's what I'm betting on. I'm building something called Vision, which is an operating system for founders and entrepreneurs like us. It's not another productivity app, it's not another to-do list. The idea is pretty simple. People like us, we all have things to do and we all have a lot of work that we know we have to do in order to keep our businesses running. But a lot of the times it happens that we don't really know what we should be working on right now. And Vision fixes that. Vision has 3 modules. Targets, which are the things that we have to work on, right? They are our to-do list that we should focus on. Sessions, which are the actual execution blocks that execute those targets for you. And stats, which are the insights of how we're actually working and how our business is going, and gives us our feedback on the health and the things that we should improve and the things that we should stop doing. Right now I'm still in the design phase. I'm designing a lot of the screens and the entire architecture of the app. I still haven't started development yet. I still have a lot of work to do. Right? I don't have a team, I'm alone. I don't have any users. The thing that I have is now time and myself. and my skills. And of course the conviction of knowing that what I'm building is actually worth something. And maybe that's enough. I guess time will tell. I'm 20 years old. I graduate in 2 weeks, and instead of taking the job, I'm going to spend the next couple of months just powering through and working on my dream, which is to building vision from scratch, alone, and documenting every step of it. The progress, the decisions, the weeks where, nothing works. I don't know how this is gonna end. I genuinely don't know. But in the next 10 years in the future, what I know is that I'm not gonna regret not having tried and not actually trying and giving everything that I could in building my dream. So, nothing else to say here. Let's get to work.